Hello, welcome. Hey, hope you're doing amazing. I'm 𝗵𝗲𝗍𝗆 and I want to talk to you about AI versus human-centered content creation and finding your own voice. AI is incredible. AI is here to stay. AI is doing amazing, brilliant things in the world, and I am grateful for it. And when it comes to content creation, I know that a lot of people are overusing AI, particularly ChatGPT, I'm noticing lately. And I believe that it can be quite damaging if you're using it as a tool to prioritize efficiency over human connection. And so I want to talk to you a little bit about um, how AI can be beneficial in your business, but also how we can really make sure that we're being smart and wise about it, because it's like this new toy that we've got and we all got really excited about it. And I kind of think about my personal relationship with it and what happened to me personally. I can only speak from my own experience, but it reminds me of when we first got phones. Like, I remember really clearly getting my first cell phone, and I remember that feeling of like, oh my gosh, like, what did I do without this? How did I get myself around in the world? And when I was living in London, I had just a really basic phone because I didn't want to go on a plan. I can't remember what I was thinking. This was in like 2010. So I just got like a really basic phone. And so I didn't have all the apps. I didn't have a smartphone, and I just got my way around using maps and all the old school ways. And then as soon as I got to Sydney and I got on a phone plan and I had the whole world of apps open up, I remember thinking, this is life-changing. And I think looking at the relationship that we have with our phone is really important. Like, I listened to a really great book. I've listened to it twice, actually. It's quite impacting. It's called How to Break Up with Your Phone. And it sounds quite extreme, but basically what she talks about is that we we suddenly had this thing come into our life, and she starts the book with this love letter to her phone, and she's like, I don't know what I ever did without you. I take you everywhere. I can't go for an hour without looking at you, and I even take you to bed. And it's almost like this really sobering, like, wow, when did this happen? Like, how did this happen that we are so attached to our devices? And I kind of feel the same thing about AI. Like, it's not a bad thing that's come into our lives. Of course not. It's an incredible thing, but we still do need to look at our relationship with it. And I don't know about you, but I'm just feeling this kind of disconnect between people's content and their true voice. And I get a lot of random DMs from people kind of dropping in and telling me that I'm doing things wrong because I don't have millions of followers, or I'm missing out on this and that. And they'll say that they admire what I'm doing, but basically, um, do I want to buy some followers? Do I want to spend money to get likes? As if these are the metrics of success, right? Recently, one person dumped a whole lot of ChatGPT jargon into my DMs, and when I actually questioned them on it in a kind way, they just disappeared. And I want to talk about this because it's really on my heart. Not because I think you're doing these behaviors, not that, but because I see some of you using ChatGPT to a point where I'm not hearing your voice anymore. And I care about your voice, and I care about it being heard by the right people. And I care about your business, and I care about you attracting the people that you're here on the planet to serve. I care about that, which is why I want to talk about this. And I can see that some of you are using ChatGPT in a way where potentially you haven't really questioned your relationship with AI and how you want to play this game. And I don't know if you've decided your own rules around it, or your own guidelines, or protocols around it, or whether you're listening to other people's voices around it, because I know a lot of people are talking about it. But I want to, I guess, invite you into a space where you're very intentional with your relationship with AI. Because what I'm seeing is that there's an overemphasis on efficiency and productivity and profit and all of these voices that are coming at us. And I'm seeing a lot of ads, hyper masculine ads that have this narrative. And when I see women who are brilliant and they're falling prey to some of these tactics that we're being told, this is not a woman-man thing. This is okay, the masculine typically in business is like results at all costs, just get the result. Fastest way from A to B. And as women, I just don't think that's always the best way for us. We care about connection, we care about relationships. Not saying that the masculine doesn't, but it's more of an idea that we have to be super, super efficient. So we have to outsource our content creation to AI so that we can get the job done faster, because it's all about ticking a box and getting our social media out there. Like there's a whole lot of programs that you can just basically get a robot to write for you. Of course, you're putting in your own prompts and everything, but I do feel it just does suck a lot of life out of our creativity and our beautiful, brilliant brain. And I find it easy to fall prey to some of these things as well, because I'm really big on efficiency and productivity and results and effectiveness as well. So I'm on this journey too. But I just believe that some of us are almost so caught up with how much we've got going on that it's almost like there's a shortcut. We're trying to take a shortcut instead of actually crafting content from your own brain and organizing your ideas. It just takes time. And when you rush it by just dumping a whole lot of stuff, like I've seen some really smart, brilliant, capable women dropping into my emails, and I'm like, oh, what happened to your voice? It's such a shame. And there's a whole lot of voices out there telling us we have to do X, Y, Z, or we won't make it in business. But I just think, do you really want to run your business that way, faster at all costs? Just tick the box, get the social media out, because that's what we've been told we should do. I don't think you got into business to outsource your words and your creativity and your expression and your brilliance and your wisdom to a robot, and I think ChatGPT is great for like prompting ideas, sparking ideas, not starting with a blank page, going, oh, there's a word, I can't think of it. What is that word? Oh yeah, that's it. But I think about the ratio, right? Of like how much of your words are purely you and how much are generated by AI. Because I notice that people who aren't like really confident in what they're saying, they're doing it more and more. And what I've really been noticing is there's kind of this difference between the way people speak when they're just talking, and they feel safe in the presence of people that they're around, versus when they're doing marketing. And it's not like what they're sharing is bad. It's just, it kind of sounds like this AI generated kind of robot version of them. And instead of that humanness that I feel when I'm chatting with them, and we're human around people we trust, right? And we do marketing and we think we have to subscribe to these rules, these rigid kind of ways of doing business, because we're told that that's how you do business, and we're a bit silly if we don't do that, because all these people telling us are multi-squillionaires, and it can kind of suck the creativity and the life and the joy out and make us not sound like ourselves. So this is why I'm so passionate about talking about this. And I don't have all the answers. I'm just riffing. Okay. So there are three things that I invite you to consider when it comes to human-centered content creation and finding your voice. And if you're here live, thank you for being here. It's so nice to have you here, even though it's a kind of one-way conversation. Please do pop your comments, and I always really appreciate knowing that you're here. Please give me a like if this is resonating, and if you're watching the replay, could you just pop a hashtag replay and let me know, what's standing out to you? What are your thoughts on AI? Do you have any thoughts, tips, tricks, hacks, opinions? I'd love to hear them. So I wrote down a few thoughts. Number one, consider your relationship with AI. And this is about, that need for for balancing, I guess, efficiency with that need and desire for real, true human connection and speaking words that are speaking to someone's soul, you know, because I believe that now is the time more than ever to be even more our authentic selves in our content, you know, and we can't have human-centered content without humans showing up with realness and aliveness and what's fresh and what's on our minds right now. And we need the specificity of your unique human experience and your stories and your quirks and the things that light you up, because people don't buy from businesses, they buy from people, right? So this idea that you know, we have to, I guess, be efficient at all costs, like what is that doing to businesses? Because I think about, we're coaches, right? Like our job is conversation and every sale comes from conversation. Every transformation, usually when it comes to coaching, has happened in a very real organic experience, not like some type of AI generated experience, you know? So I think really exploring like how much of your content do you want to use as AI? Because the truth is, it does take longer. Of course, it's going to take longer to craft a piece of writing. Think about the great pieces of writing in the world that, you know, that they've taken time in most cases, or at least people that pump them out really quickly, they've done their time developing that skill. And there's this kind of talk out there about finding your voice. And I kind of think that it's not about finding your voice. It's about, well, the way you find your voice is you write and you write and you write and you write some more, because it's almost like that that thing where we have to go out there to find ourselves when actually we find ourselves from within. So I think just really questioning how you want to do business. Are you operating from a bit of a transactional tick the box mode? I think of it like a mode that we go into. Or are you going, okay, I've got these people that I want to speak to and I want to share my ideas and thoughts with. How do I want to show up? How do I want to be in the world? And do I want to attract people that like the AI generated version of what I'm talking about, or people that genuinely just like the way I speak when I'm speaking like a human, when I'm maybe letting go of some of the rules? Which brings me to my second point. Use structure to support you, not suppress you. Because structure and all these rules that we've been told about copywriting and how we're, you know, formulas, I'm into them. I'm into them because they really help save time. I use a lot of them with my clients. My clients really like the structures and formulas that I provide. But I always caveat with, it's got to be creativity within the structure. And you can actually have both. You can have both structure plus flexibility. You can have a formula and total freedom to be creative and play within that formula, you know? And I think it's important that we don't put the structure on such a pedestal that it's the only way and make yourself wrong if you don't do it right. You know, it's about, again, it's about your relationship. So it's your relationship with AI, it's your relationship with structure and with a formula, because we don't want to use formulas and structures to box us in. And I was talking to one of my clients the other day, and we were talking about this idea of how we're kind of told that we can't have it all. You know, you can't possibly have a thriving career and a really calm, peaceful family life. Like you've always got to sacrifice something. And I understand, of course, there's the reality of 24 hours in a day, but there's a lot you can do in 24 hours a day. You know, you don't have to be known as this one thing. You know, we're kind of boxed into this one I help statement, and we're limited with the characters. So we have to make it really, really short. And humans are so much more complex than that, you know. Humans are, gosh, I mean, we're so multifaceted and multi-passionate and multi-talented, you know, so many humans are. And I'm a big believer in the both. And my client showed me this post-it note that she has on her desk, and it says, not either or, both and more. Something, yeah, something like that. Not either or, both and more. And I love that because I'm a big believer in the both. I'm a big believer that we can use tools to help us. We can use structures to help us. We don't have to be restricted and boxed in by them. And that's just coming from our own personal way of relating. And then the third thing I want to offer, just for you to think about, is to tune into your feelings and what is real for you. You really tune in. You created a piece of content, you're about to put it out in the world, and just tune into it, read it out loud, and just feel like, does this give me the feelings? Or do I think this is going to evoke some feelings in people? Because ChatGPT doesn't have feelings. Like, yes, it's created by humans, but you can't, you kind of, you can't get that freshness and aliveness and that feeling and the soul and the warmth and all the richness and juiciness that only comes from a human brain. Just tune into that, tune into those feelings, tune into what is real for you. And in a lot of cases, AI doesn't create connection. It actually does the opposite. And I get so sad thinking about people's voice being drowned out, because content creation should always start with the human realities, human relationships, the soul, the mind, the emotions. The more you use AI to write for you, the more your own voice is drowned out. And if you want to find your voice, it comes from creating from your own brain because all your lived experience are all inside you. ChatGPT doesn't know that. Your body knows that. And so we want to look at our relationship with the structures and the formulas. Look at our relationship with AI. Remember that the best content creators are the ones who create a lot, because the only way to find your voice, your unique writing voice and your unique video voice, if it comes to that, is to create. And your voice is inside you. And the more you create content, the more you find your voice. The more you outsource your content to AI, the less your voice shines through. And so I was a little bit playful in this video. I'm usually a little bit more structured, but I want to challenge myself to let go of too much structure. Structure is really good to give you some really nice direction when you're staring at a blank document. But I love this saying, learn the rules, follow the rules, then break the rules. So it's important that we use structure to support ourselves and not suppress ourselves. I hope that was helpful. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd really love to hear your thoughts and opinions. So if you're watching this, please pop them in the comments, and I would really appreciate hearing what you have to say about this topic. I've just really done a bit of a riff, and it's not the most organized, neatly structured video that I've ever done, but I did that on purpose to really challenge myself to free flow and speak like a human as much as possible. As much as I speak to my best friends and my sisters, like, this is how I speak. So I hope that was helpful. Have a beautiful, amazing day, and I'll talk to you soon.